In session 2, we're going to look specifically at in-text referencing. So this follows the introductory session where we spoke about why we reference. So just to recap, when do you need to cite the authors? Remember we said when you use the exact same words as the author, as well as their ideas. So you can't just get away from reading a text, getting an idea and not citing the author. You must show that. So we're going to first start with how we reference the exact same words of an author, also called a direct quotation. So here we have a quote from Wilsonach's work. According to the lexical restructuring hypothesis, children learn new words by drawing implicit comparisons between similar sounding words. But as it stands, if I put this in my assignment, I am plagiarizing. I need to reference that these are the words of another author. So firstly, I place the quote in inverted commas or quotation marks to show which words specifically are taken from that author. I then open the brackets, include the author's surname, the year, the page number, split the year and page number with the colon, close the brackets, and then end off my whole sentence with a full stop. And so there I've clearly specified what is the direct quote. I can also choose to start with the author's name over here, and so this time the author's name will appear outside of the brackets, but I still have the year, the page number, and some sort of verb to say that this author is saying this. Open the quotation marks again. And then here, if you look at the letter in square brackets, that's just to show you that I've changed the formatting of the original text. So if you ever need to change a capital letter, you can use the square brackets. Next, how do we reference the ideas of another author? Well, the easiest way to do this is to paraphrase, which means putting the idea in your own words. It's important to know what bad paraphrasing looks like, which we'll also deal with more in another session. But it's when you change only one or two words, but everything else is the same, or you use the exact same word order as the author, or you don't cite the original author at all. These are all forms of bad paraphrasing. So let's look at good paraphrasing. Here's the original. It's a quote. Findings of the study suggest that mother tongue education does not automatically guarantee successful attainment of early literacy skills. Lucy Wilsonach said that in her 2015 publication on page 9. And so I want to use this idea in my work, and I say there's a belief that children learn best in their first language. People who believe this recommend that all children in South Africa should learn in their first language. However, at least one study in South Africa has shown that first language education does not always lead to children doing better academically. And this is correctly cited. Why? Well, the idea, the direct quote here, has been paraphrased into an idea over here. I've then specified who the author is, what the year of publication is, place this in brackets, and put a full stop at the end. Let's look at another example. So it's the same quote, and this time I want to integrate the author's details into the passage. So I say, in her study of grade 1 Northern Sotho speakers, Wilsonach found that first language education does not always lead to children doing better academically. And again, this is a good paraphrase. I've translated this direct quote into my own words, but the idea is the same. I've then indicated the author's surname. This time it is part of the sentence, so it's not in brackets. I've then got the year. And then our full stop will come at the end. Now let's see how we can integrate a quote. So I still want to use the exact same words of the author, but I want to talk about it as well. So it's the same quote. I say, in her study of grade 1 Northern Sotho speakers, Wilsonach found that mother tongue education does not automatically guarantee successful attainment of early literacy skills. So this is a good citation of a direct quote within a paragraph. Let's explore why. So the first thing is I've taken this exact quote, placed it here, and I've shown it's a quote by including the author name, the year, as well as the page number. Remember, if you quote directly, you need a page number. I've used inverted commas to show the exact words that I've copied, and I put a full stop at the end. So in summary, you need to cite the original author whenever you use their words and ideas. And to indicate that it's the words of another author, you must use direct quotations. You show this by using inverted commas around the exact words and use the author, year, and page number.